Muslim groups in France have been quick to condemn the atrocities. Well, with me now is Ibrahim Mogra from the Muslim Council of Great Britain, who described the violence as horrific and abhorrent. What went through your mind when you heard of the events unfolding in Paris?
Absolute shock. And what made it worse, that these perpetrators claimed to have done it in the name of God. Far from it. This was Satan's work, and they did the bidding of the devil. Islam totally condemns this kind of murderous atrocities wherever they take place, and our thoughts and our prayers are with those who've lost their loved ones. These terrorists who carry out these murders will have to pay for their crimes in this world and also in the hereafter, and that's very categorically stated within the Quran and within Muslim law.
What impact has it had on the Muslim community here in Great Britain?
We distance ourselves totally from their actions, and we hope and pray that our fellow Britons will make that distinction and will stand with us in solidarity. It's a very lonely place to be in when our fellow Britons, if they begin to see us as the enemy within, where do we go? So it's very important for us to stand in solidarity.
Let's return now to our interview with the Archbishop of Canterbury and Cardinal Vincent Nichols to hear their views as Christians on how we should be dealing with the threat presented by terrorists and their hopes for the future.
Terrorists and those who persecute and belittle people in the most terrible ways have to be stopped. The judgment of how best to stop them is a political and a military judgment. But there is no doubt that strong action has to be taken.
The instant reaction is that you want an eye for an eye.
Oh, of course. And you know, I know that. I feel that as well. But two injustices don't make justice. If we start randomly killing those who have not done wrong, that's not going to provide solutions. So governments have to be the means of justice. The Bible tells us that they are put there by God with the sword as for justice. But they also have to lead us into a place where peace can be established.
There was one line in a newspaper that said, terrorists came to shed blood. Parisians stood in line to give blood. So evil brings out goodness in us, and we should be solid in our commitment to each other, to stand in the face of this evil, and to draw deeply on our most profound motivations to resist this push towards division and hatred and revenge, and to stand together to build in justice a society that is respectful of each other and peaceful in its intent.
What we know is that we come back to a God whose arms are always open and whose welcome is always there, and who hears our hatreds, our bitterness, our failure, our sorrow, our grief, our questioning, without judging us for them, but in unconditional love to us, and wanting us to be the answer to the questions we pose.
On social media sites around the world and on many makeshift shrines in the French capital, one poignant phrase stood out: pray for Paris. Let us do just that.
Notre Père qui es aux cieux, que ton nom soit sanctifié.
Que ton règne vienne.
Que la volonté soit faite, sur la terre comme au ciel.
Donne-nous aujourd'hui notre pain de ce jour.
Pardonne-nous nos offenses,
Comme nous pardonnons aussi à ceux qui nous ont offensés.
et ne nous soumets pas à la tentation,
Mais délivre-nous de mal. Amen.
Amen.